Now, before we wrap up, I thought we'd give Andy a bit of a taste of his own medicine. There's a bit of controversy heading into the Ashes, Andy, as you would know. Loads of professional cricketers under scrutiny for their behaviour on and off the field. When the selectors were asked if the Australian captain would remain in the top job, they said, "Tim, abstain." Tim, of course, was very dismissive of the selectors. He asked them if he could just take it as a warner. Then the selectors said, "No way. We've had enough of the Goans and the Cubbins." But the selectors' minds, the thing that really upset them was the lion, Andy. They were really upset about Tim Paine's lion. And so that's the story of how Captain Pat rose to the top job. He was so proud. He pulled his family into the kitchen and he pat his son on the back. He pat his son on the back, Andy. He pat his son so hard, his son exclaimed, "Kawaja, Dad!" Of course, that was a bit of an overreaction. Pat told his son to settle down. Pat Cummins once patted his fellow vice-captain so hard the team doctor couldn't fix him. They had to take him to get patched up at the local Steve Smith, which is also his day. It's pun and his day. The fifth Ashes won't be played at the Wacker due to WA's 14-day quarantine restrictions, but everyone's made it clear they're not going to wade around. Andy, they're not going to wade around. Where will it be held? The MCG, the SCG, Lords Keen.
It's even sparked Alice, you've really bored her.
It's even sparked interest.
This isn't good, Dan. This is Brad, man.
If only we'd been warned.
We're going to do the current team. Look, the MCG and the SCG, Lords is keen. It's even sparked interest from the world-famous football ground of Old Travis Head. Old Travis Head is also keen. If you're interested in hosting the fifth test, cricket, of course, is played on an enclosed pasture surrounded by a fence. It's a very popular game that never took off in countries where they ban crofts, which is a thing. Anyway, that's it for Rational Fear.
Well, let that be a warning to you, listeners. A very stark warning.
Have you ever been on the other end of a pun run? Do you understand how in equal parts gleeful and painful they are?
But pleasure and pain. Those are two things that often go quite literally hand in glove, I guess. I think Alice has inflicted a few on me over the years. Not quite as long as that one though, Dan. But well done. You got to. That's it. Once you're in, you got to stay in. Can't back out.
Now we're pun run out.